Mostly stocking the booth today, so this is going to be informal. I just finished this bracelet, it's labradorite with 2 jade. Just finished this ring, simple silver with amethyst. And I don't really have a plan for right now. I got to get a lot done, but you know, maybe you guys wouldn't mind stopping in every now and then, see how it's going. So I'm just gonna make some of this on video and then show some and pause, and just be super informal day. Come with me. Cute little black oval stone, 22 gauge silver. I'm just gonna take it to the middle. What is this? It's about 1.5 feet, about 0.4 meters. All right. Got our cute little loop at the top. Just to do the standard pattern I've done in 7 million videos. I think it's up to 7.5 million. Just kind of swirl that around. Want to do something more interesting. Let's see what we can come up with. So we got our cute swirl there like that. It's always good. And let's do a little wiggly. Whoa, 22 gauge is so much more flimsy than I'm used to. So I didn't hold it on tight, just jumped right out of my fingers. Just do a little wiggly squiggly. Push that in there. Wiggly squiggly. Wiggly squiggly. Let's just come off the edge there. Just looks weird, but let's twist that, get that nice and tight. Let's come back up this side. Okay, let's see what's happening. Do a little loop. It's cool. Make that loop tighter. Cool. Let's do another little squiggly. After you make these squigglies, you got to really like muscle them in with your fingernail because they're so tiny. But every time you're doing squigglies, they want to like stretch out, and if you want them tight, you got to keep pushing them back and pushing them back. So I'll just scarf this right here. See if the back, yeah, the back needs tightening up. That's that little. That's pretty tight right there. That's not really going anywhere, but just give it one little extra strengthening. We'll take this wire and fold it under. Got to get my fingernail under there to really get it off the stone a little bit, and then we'll fold it under there and give it a little crimp to hold the fold. There we go. Now we can pull that tight. Pull it extra tight. Let's go around it twice to make sure we're not going to slide out. It's like threading. When you get the thinner wire, it's like sewing. Anybody who's familiar with sewing. Now, gotta look at the front because I pulled that a little bit. I pulled all the shapes a little bit out of whack from where they were, so I got to push them back. This 22 gauge is nice for that. You can, you know, it's soft. You can mold it. Let's pull that back. There we go. Not bad, not bad. I feel like these two could both get, what's the word? This part and this part could both get snagged. So let's just let's come around and just grab them both with this piece of wire from back here. Get your fingernail under there, lift them a tiny bit. Get it. Come on, there we go. We got one. Let's get under the other. I got you guys. I got you. You can do this. I'm almost under, but oh, it slipped out of all of them. Come on, get under that last one. The last one's tight. There we go. It's gonna go now. It's gonna go now. Ah, yes. Oh, got it. Oh yeah. It's like surgery. Man, if I was a surgeon, the nurses would probably freak out. They'd be like, "Why is this guy talking to the organs? Why is he like having intimate conversations with the blood vessels as he's doing the surgery. Alright. Everything responds to it if you're nice. Or if you're not nice. Sometimes if the wire not doing what you want, you gotta discipline it. You gotta just yell at it and use harsh, unkind words. Because sometimes a wire just takes advantage and it just thinks it's going to do what it wants. Because it, you know, you've enabled it to think it's can do anything it wants. Now I'm scarfing the top now that I did all this craziness to secure all the areas that were loose. Scarfing in the scarf and in the scarf. Scarf it up. Alright. There we go, that's cute. Voila! This little wonky part is still sticking up from when I was trying to secure it, so we'll just kind of pinch him down. There we go, he's gone. Voila! And we'll end. Oh, come on, get in focus, you weirdo. See, I yell at my camera. I have the most. You would think my camera has very low self-esteem with the amount that I yell at it, but in reality, my camera is like total jerk. He is like laughing every single time I have a great shot, and he just decides to go out of focus, and I don't realize it for 5 minutes, or not 5 minutes, for like 10 seconds, because I'm jabbering. Alright, so I think that is finished. That's this little part in the back still needs to be pinched. See, I like to, all the parts that are not decorative, that are just for security, if they don't look pretty, I like to, you know, keep them in the back and keep them out of sight. It's like, you know, everything should look pretty on the front and functional in the back. There we go. Alright, let's move to the next piece. Alright, here's a foot of copper wire and another little ceramic. This is like a little porcelain bead with the glaze. It's this kind of a raspberry. Probably can't tell on this camera. Let's show you. It's still hard to tell. It's a really cute little raspberry color. Anyway, let's do this. Ooh, bright light, bright light. I feel like all ethereal. Let's get that bent around there like that. Tight. There we go, it's tight. There's our ring mandrel. Everybody says, where can I get the stepped ring mandrel? Well, I can't find these plastic ones they used to sell them for 10 bucks now. Best I can find on Amazon is a $20 steel one, but make sure it's stepped. S-T-E-P-P-E-D. Because the gradual ones, you know, if you start making a wide ring, it's going to be a different size at the top and bottom. These nice steps give you the same size all the way across. It's not a huge difference. I mean, technically you can use anything. The guy who taught me to make rings used to do it on a fat magic marker. So, you know, just go with what you have. But I'm just going to wrap this around and around. Nothing fancy, just around and around. And then we'll cut the two ends in the back. Tuck them in one at a time. Put a tiny bit of E6000. Give it a little swipe. That ring is done. I'm just doing all kinds of random pieces today. So if you get bored, just scroll ahead or pick another video. Pick one of my videos where I actually edit it with all kinds of fun music and junk. Let's see. 22 silver again with this cutie little jade rectangle. What can I do that's different? Well, let's make our loop. Always get your loop out of the way, I feel like. If you get your loop out of the way, then no matter what other chaos you do, your loop is ready to go. And usually if you put the loop first, depending on the pattern, it can be in a stronger place, and you can always go back and strengthen it over and over again with more secure, wire parts. Whereas if you try to do the loop at the very end, it might be off kind of in a flimsy area sticking out where it's not as secure. Anyway, just a thought. So here I'm back at the same pattern again. Let's see. Let's do it about the same way, but we'll throw extra little wave up here. Alright, so that's already kind of weird because I lost control of one half of the two strands, and now the wave is like not the same on both sides, which is kind of cool. I like that. Do you like that? Okay, so we'll come around and let's come around one more time. Let's go straight down like that. Come back up again and do something else. Nah, let's go. Let's have them come from the diagonal around the corner like this. Sorry, I'm just talking. Did I show you that? Okay. So we're just going to come around. I don't want to mess up the other design that looks so cute. There we go. We'll come around like that, and then we'll just finish the scarf. This wire's thin. You can kind of put the scarf on top of the other scarf and it doesn't look as junky as... Try to do that with thick wire and it looks like a mess. Alright, I think we're done. Voila. Now let's just see if the back is secure. No, it's not. These pieces here are just going to get snagged all over the place. So let's take the longer of the two wires and give these each a little crimp. Get up. Alright. Come around twice. Thread it through twice. Pull that nice and tight. There we go. Can you see? Can you see? This one's pretty good. We're just going to come around at one time just to make sure it doesn't get snagged. Got to get our fingernail under there. Oh, come on, dude. Alright, I got to go from both sides. I'll put my fingernail under with this side. There we go. Ah, success. We got it through. Just pull it. Oh, yes. Yes, tight. That is tight now. Wrap it around the bottom here. Tighten all that up. Come around one more time. Now I don't want to make any more scarf, so I'm just going to get both of these strands and shove them in this bowl that's made from the scarf. So I'm not going to be fancy about it. Just make sure I have enough to get in there. This top one needs far less to just be tucked. Just get it. There we go. And over the top. There we go. And there you go. It's like the pretty design has a seat belt or like a shoulder strap. I'm trying to get it back to the curve it was in, because when I secured it, pulling really hard with my one fingernail here to pull down, one fingernail here to pull up, to get that to get the curve back like this. Because when I secured it back here, I kind of pulled it out of its place. But I think that's good. I think we're done. I don't like this little, it looks a little messy on the scarf. Let's just tighten that up. And these sharp ends, I don't want them to ever come out. So I'm going to put a drop of E6000 just in that little bowl there. It's not even touching the stone. It's just wire on wire. It's a tiny drop. Tiniest drop. All right. I think this is good. Ugh. Put more, too much. I got to make sure I get the excess out because it is gooing up on my fingers. Okay. Well, here we go so far. Let's see how many more we can make. This is a good start.
You want help to help you?
Rashid,
Yes.
what is your favorite?
I'll pick
I like the one.
this.
Okay.
Yeah.
The jade necklace?
Yes.
This is your favorite too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. All right, we have a winner.